fell in love once with a maiden of the sea, and together we went dancing into the deep. A mirror ball of sunbeams cast grace upon the sand, lighting up a path of beauty that we followed as we danced. As we danced and we danced through everything that's ever been, and then we danced into oblivion. I fell in love once with a maiden of the sea, but I could not take her back with me. For the weight of the air that we breathe above is not pure enough for my underwater love. Still we danced and we danced through all that's been, and we danced till the sea turned black and unclean. And then we danced deep into our dream as we danced into oblivion. I think now we're lost forever, as white horses of winter cast night on the shore, telling me my love's lost her life forevermore. So I don't think we'll ever dance again. I fell in love once with a maiden of the sea, and she took my hand and led me to the deep. With silence in her words and innocent eyes, she showed me paradise. When we danced and we danced through all that's been, and we danced till the sea turned the blackest night I'd ever seen. And then we danced deep into our dream as we danced into oblivion. Christophe. Thank you. Let's speak first of the old man who's built like a pear with an enormous nose, barely knows his own name anymore. He speaks so much, he's drank so much, he's got idle hands, there's nothing he can do now. He's completely baked, and he calls himself king. And you see him pissed every night with cheap red wine. But you'll find him in the morning in the chapel, lapping up salvation. He's as stiff as a pew, as white as winter snow, stammers out of his sleep with his lazy eyes. Well, I gotta tell you, man, if you were one of them, you wouldn't think, you'd pray. Then there's the others, with carrots in his hair. He's never seen a comb, he's as evil as sin, even though he'd give his shirt to some poor happy people. He married the Denise, the lady of the town, well, of another town, but it's not over yet. He conducts his little businesses with his little hat, in his little coat. He tries to look the part, but just can't fit in. You can't play rich man when you've got nothing to play with. I gotta tell you, man, those guys there, they're not living now. They cheat. Then there's the others. Mama never speaks or says nothing of worth from morning till evening, with an apostolic headner, and in its wooden box is daddy's moustache, who slipped and died, who watches his herd shoveling coal soup down their throats, going, there they go. Then there's the old one who can't stop shaking, and we're waiting for her to die, singing she's got the fortune, and we don't even listen to what her poor hands have to say. Well, I'll tell you this, man, if you were one of them, there'd be no talking to you. No, we couldn't speak. We'd count. Then there's Frida, as beautiful as the sun, and I hear she's in love with me, and I'm in love with Frida. Even though we tell ourselves we'll have a house with heaps of windows and nearly no walls at all, and we live inside there, and it'll be really lovely. And if it's not yet sure, we can tell ourselves maybe, because the others they don't want, no, the others they don't need. They say out of nowhere that she's too good for me, that I'm barely even good enough to decapitate a cat. Well, I never killed any cat. Well, maybe a long, long time ago, I'd forgotten. Anyway, the others, they don't feel. Sometimes when we meet, we pretend like it's an accident, and with her dampened eyes, she says she's gonna leave her. She says she'll follow me, and then for a moment, for that one precious moment, and for only that moment, oh, I believe, yeah, for a moment, and for just that one moment, because I'll tell you this, man, if I was one of them, I wouldn't leave either. No, you couldn't leave either. No, she'll never leave. They never leave. Oh. Well, it's getting late. I'll grab my bike and head home. Thank you. When the sea stopped moving, the tide was all the way in, and all the kids of Tirnanog looked up to see the calm times begin. And Oisin said to Niamh, do you think it's safe to go home? And they sat down to discuss what was about to come. The world is not ready yet for our return. They'll never be, they've never been, they're still not now. Down here we live forever, but up there they'll want our blood for our secret. It's no secret, it's just the way we are. And when the sea stopped moving, the tide was all the way in, and all the squeamish put their togs on and ran to the ocean for a swim. The seaweed's below the surface now, our fear of scary monsters is gone. If we can't see it, it can't hurt us. Rejoice, we'll call the oceans clean. Oh, we're getting ready to take on the waves. It's always easier when they're only memories. One bather takes a swing for his dead dad, the fisherman, and the ripples grow and grow until a wave consumes him. And when the sea stopped moving, the tide was all the way in, and the director decided he'd have to buy the wind. And we all looked to and the trees went silent after millions of years of whispering, and we all looked to the clouds for an answer, but they weren't moving. Yeah, we're getting ready for the next generation who'll respect what's gone before them and accept what's happening. Silence speaks volumes, but it gets nothing done, so get your credit cards ready. Your freedom's not your own. And when the sea stopped moving, the tide was all the way in, and all the armies went to battle to claim this final tide as their own. And as the fighters' heads rolled off their shoulders one by one, the director reminded them this is all for the good of the nation. We're never ready to share anything. I gotta get it for myself, and I gotta get it before them. We're martyrs to our greed, thinking we die to preserve life. Well, what's the point? The moon is gone, the sea is calm, let's just adapt. Yeah, what's the point? The night is dark, let's just accept it. What's the point? Oh. Thank you.